Okay, good call, Jay. All right, what's up, everybody, man? It's your boy, Chester, man, back for another After Hours episode of the What You Mean podcast, where I'm your host, man, and I'm kicking it and I'm chilling, and I got some folks here, and I ain't even gone. We'll go in the story in a minute about how they got here. But I think it's going to be interesting, you know what I'm saying? Y'all can see that they are cute, you know what I'm saying? So, fellas, if you're checking for them already and you only came here because you seen the thumbnail, their Instagram is down below in the description, man. So, you can, if you don't want to watch it, you don't want to subscribe, you don't want to like, whatever, you know, just go to the description and you can find the Instagram plugs there. But in the meantime, between time, man, if y'all don't mind, just go ahead and tell the people who y'all are, man.
Well, my name is Big Motherfucking TA. I am from T-Town, and I also go by Pinky.
Okay. Yep, that's how I know you. That's it right there. The motherfucking Pinky. There it go.
I'm Charm. I'm from Atlanta.
East Atlanta in this bitch.
ATL, stand up.
ATL.
You know what? I just, my partner, I just got back to where I could be mobile and move again. 2 years ago, I was in Atlanta 2-3 times. Out the fucking mat, grinding and working with him. But anyway, we'll get there in a second. And the only reason I brought that up is because I'm going to be doing After Hours Atlanta edition at his studio up there.
Okay.
So I'm going to start back traveling up there, and a lot of people that I had to pay or try to get them to come here and do stuff, they already up there. So I'm just going to go up there and, hey, come Crowdtown, blah, 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 whatever the case may be. But anyway, Big TA and Charm.
What's up?
I don't know, man. I'm waiting on my hen dog to go and kick in because that tequila, I really don't drink tequila.
Yeah, nah.
It ain't my thing.
Oh, so you mixing?
I'm a Marine, baby. I can drink. You a Marine?
No, like mixing like me.
Oh yeah, but I can drink anything. I don't get sick like that. Like I just gotta stop whenever I reach my limit.
Yeah, no, I don't like drinking too much. It's no telling what you will get.
So you a Delta 8 lady?
What that mean? Elaborate.
Delta 8, the cannabis you could buy out of the store. Mm-hmm. I was trying to be funny.
Okay.
Because
yeah,
I know it's a THC thing, but I try to hit you with the Delta 8.
You definitely just got me. That's why I don't fuck with that liquor now. That's why I don't do that shit now.
Hell nah. Jay, this finna be a long one. You know what, man? I hate how I look dark, bro. That look dark. But whatever. All right. So, I'm sorry, y'all, for rambling. I'm trying to gain my composure and see what direction I want to go with this. So, number one, I'm not going to re-ask y'all to reintroduce yourselves, but the formal way I normally ask people to introduce themselves is basically, hey, this is my name, this is where I'm from, this is where you can find me type deal. And again, like we were talking about before we even started, a lot of people, when they come to the platform and they see pretty faces, they want to know how to contact the pretty faces. And then I bring a lot of people on the platform that are business owners, entrepreneurs, people that are just making moves. And whenever somebody comes to the platform, if they put some shit out there that somebody want to know or whatever, blah, you know what I'm saying? I want to make sure that the people that are listening or the people that are watching know how they can actually contact you or reach out or whatever, or give you a follow, you know what I'm saying, or whatever the case may be. So with that being said, we know you Big TA, but what can the folks find you at?
You can find me at IG at BIGMFTA, and that's Big Motherfucking TA. You also can subscribe to my YouTube channel, which is Pink World. I also have a clothing brand called Married to the Money, which you can follow me at Shop MTTM, and that's Married to the Money.
Okay. Damn, I didn't even know it was gonna hit like that. Okay.
That's right. I'm also an upcoming artist, so you can follow me on Instagram just to keep up with my journey.
Okay, Miss Charm, give it to us.
Okay, you can find me on Instagram at @theonlyk_. Basically, on my profile, you just gonna see photography. Basically.
Are you a photographer?
No, like I'm a model, so.
Oh.
That's all you're gonna get, baby. It's the pretty pictures.
That's it.
That's it. That's all.
What? Why you saying it like that?
Well, my friend, she's really private, so
Okay.
I don't want people expecting too much out of her. Cause
You know what I thought you were saying that for? I thought you were saying that because it was like your girlfriend or something. Like they don't need to be trying to talk to her. Then.
Oh, I
That's
mean,
all they gonna
that's
get.
my
is some
girl. That's
pretty
my
pictures.
friend. We locked in. Like that's my friend. Like, you know what she won't say, I'll say. As we can see.
Yeah.
What you mean y'all locked in? What that mean?
We two peas in a pod.
2 peas in a pod.
Yeah, you know something. It's hard meeting good, genuine people in the strip club, and that's where I met her at. And ever since we locked in, we just been locked in. Loyalty. When you look up loyalty.
See y'all.
Hello.
So it's just a
It's
friendship.
just
That's it.
Yeah. It's just strictly friends.
Okay.
I don't know why a lot of men, when they meet women in a club, they instantly think that's your girlfriend, or are you into
Because
girls?
of how today is right now, because of how times are, how things have changed. Like back in the day, normally that wouldn't be a thought, or it wouldn't be a problem, or it wouldn't be an issue. But now it's like, I remember the first time I ever went to Atlanta when I was I played Sigma at Troy. So we went to Atlanta for a Greek picnic, but we had a frat brother that lived up there, and of course he from Atlanta. He don't want to go to the activities that are taking place for Atlanta Greek picnic. He want to take us to some other clubs. I ain't gonna say that the club was bad that he took us to. It was actually lit. But I'm in Atlanta for the first time. I done had my drinks. I'm feeling myself. I'm clean. You know what I'm saying? I think I was in all white, if I'm not mistaken.
Don't sit down.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm walking out the club, man, and I see this little shot, and I'm like, damn, I ain't see you all night. You look good as hell. And another girl just came out of nowhere like, nah, nigga, she good. She with me. That's me.
Yeah.
And my first time in Atlanta. So that's what I'm saying. Like, we didn't got to a point and got to a time where you just have to ask to be on the safe side. Kind of sort of like people have to reiterate by asking, how old are you? How old are you?
Right,
How old are
true.
you? You know what I'm saying? Just to make sure it is what it is. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So, but me, you know, I ain't gonna lie. I'm just being nasty. You know what I'm saying? My mind wandering, and I was just, you know, going off of what you just said. Like, I was just like, okay, cool. She's like, yeah, we locked in. This is my friend. We 2 peas in a pot. Okay, so what's your sexuality? How do we declare that?
I am attracted to people, humans.
So you're pansexual?
I don't know the definition of that. I don't get into definitions and stuff like that, but
Okay.
I like what I like.
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you why I know what it is. Because somebody came on the podcast and told me. Because I was just like you. Hey, I'm straight. You know, I like pum pum and you know whatever. But it's a whole nother world out there. Just different things that people like or attracted to, or as they identify as. So
Right.
a pansexual is just a person that they don't really say that they're attracted to a specific
Gender or type.
gender. You know, they just, if I like you, I like you. That's just it.
Yeah, well, I guess that's me. I'm more so attracted to the personality, your characteristics. So I really don't get into gender. But if we had just put something on it, as of now, we can say I'm attracted to males, and barely that.
We're going to get there.
Yeah, that's
Do you
right.
want to add something, man? Because me and her, it seems like we finna die. We finna
be
go
a
there.
long night.
Yeah, we're going to go there. But
Yeah.
do you want to add to that? Like, what do you identify as?
What do I identify as?
Yeah, sexually.
I'm straight.
Don't get it twisted.
Carnivore? Meat only?
Strictly dickly.
Strictly.
That's what you should have said, friend.
So you don't like girls?
No.
How many girls approach you on the altar?
I've had girls approach me, but that's just not my thing.
It ain't your thing. You live in Atlanta, right?
Yes, but I say that because I've experienced a couple of my friends being in lesbian relationships, and just me being a third wheel, it's very violent. So I just try.
Really?
Very.
Yeah, like the women relationships is just as toxic as straight couples. Like,
I mean, it's just 2 individuals at the end of the day.
but you gotta think
It's
though, when it
different.
come with 2 females, oh, them motherfuckers gonna scrap. Bitches is gonna fight.
Them emotions.
Yeah, because we can't put our hands on y'all.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Like when it come down to 2 women, it's different. It don't matter if that motherfucker sagging today. That motherfucker gonna start swinging on you. You start hurting her feelings. You feel me? Like, women is violent. That's why I just can't get into that all the way.
Yeah. But, you know, I think personally that pansexual is just bi.
Exactly.
That's just it. That's what I think.
mean,
I
yeah.
think pansexual is just a fancy word for bi. I like both sexes. And it's just the end
Exactly.
of the day.
Right.
Okay, so we can go ahead and switch gears, man, and go ahead and start getting to the juices of the juices of the juices. This is actually a question that I normally ask deep off into the podcast, man, but I kind of sort of want to just go ahead and ask it now because I think it's going to start generating some other conversation for us. All right. Okay, cool. So I and at the hours editions, whenever I sit around beautiful women, I always ask, what do your DMs look like? And I ask that because I've had some people that come in here and I ask them what their DMs look like, and I think they be fucking capping, bro. I'm just gonna keep it a buck because I'm really trying to figure out for myself, this is not degrading of women, all right? Because one of the things that, and I got to show her how to pose. Hey, you good? Just whenever you pose, turn the label towards you.
Is that good look or bad look?
It ain't about bad luck. It's about branding for the podcast. It goes on all the platforms.
You said turn it to me?
Yeah, so we can, and then put your hand over the name. There we go.
Look, I said tell me the rules. You want to know what? That should
My
have
bad.
broke down the rules.
My bad.
I don't like to break
Like
nothing.
even water bottles, like we take the paper
That's
off the
why
water
people
bottle.
put tapes and stuff.
Yeah, that's why you do that.
You know, I like to put 2 and 2 together and get 10.
I got you.
All right.
I'm gonna school you when we're done.
Thank you.
Content creator.
I ain't breaking no more rules. Is there anything else we need to know?
Right.
I can't say it on podcast.
All right.
Jay, you supposed to did something on that board when I said that.
I ain't fucking up no more.
Nah, you good. Shut the fuck up. But for real, I think there's some of my after hour guests that have come in this room be definitely straight capping about what go on in their DMs and their inboxes. And then I said this in my season 1 podcast. I don't want to say it again just for clarification. I think that all women are beautiful. There's something beautiful about each and every woman. And so I'm not degrading a woman saying that somebody's trash, whatever. Somebody see beauty in you some type of way because attraction is just attraction. Right. You know what I'm saying? But it's some girls out there that's really putting on like they on and they not on. Like that shit is really starting to get on my motherfucking nerves, bro. Like if you got 20 niggas in your DM and 19 of them niggas ain't got no money, like that's what you attracting. So you really can't sit up here and tell me your DM, your inbox doing numbers if these niggas ain't got no type of stature about themselves.
Hello.
So let's go back to the root of the question. What them DMs look like?
Child, my DMs is a fucking mess. They
So
a mess.
you be having to block folks?
I don't do too much blocking because you're going to have to see this. So if I block you, it's something delusional about your ass. But I don't do too much blocking because you're going to have to see me regardless. But my DMs are all over the place. I have a lot of cruisers. And when I say cruisers, I mean motherfuckers that like to spin the block. So
okay, I'm glad you put that into perspective. That's a new word.
I'm really private with myself, so I really don't post as much. And I have those ones that when you post a nice picture, you know, the DM start jumping.
Man,
it could be a nigga from kindergarten.
I believe that. Now, I ain't even going to hold you on that
That's
one
what
because
I'm
I'm
saying.
one of them niggas. Like, if I see a picture and I'm like, damn, okay, you look good, I might say hello or blah, 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 whatever the case may be. So, but go ahead. I'm sorry.
Well, like, if you a fuck nigga, stay your fuck ass over there.
So you do understand what I'm saying about the niggas that have some type of stature. You know what I'm saying? In your inbox.
That's what I mean. Like, my DM is a circus right now. It's a lot of has-beens, been there, done that. It's no potential in my DMs right now.
So how do you cipher what to respond to and what not to respond to? Because you responded to me. So
right.
I'm just trying to figure out, like, how do you cipher what you're going to respond to versus what you're not going to respond to?
Well, I respond to genuine. So, like, when I met you, it was the characteristic in what you gave was already genuine. You know what I'm saying? So, you automatically got a response. So, I respond to people like that. But it's a lot of niggas that want to be no motion, all that. I don't respond to that. And especially on my dance page, you really won't even get a response from me.
Right.
But like I said, when we met, the interaction was different. It was more professional, and I'm more so of an entrepreneur in the club. So I can seek out when people are really about their business.
I like money,
So
TA.
I'm married to it.
I like money.
I'm married.
Like
to
that
it.
was literally like I asked you straight off the bat what I asked you for a particular reason. It wasn't based on nothing
I
else.
really don't remember, but
I remember, especially when you said motherfucking pinky. That shit hit all the way home for me. So I'm already here.
Yeah, so like I just like I really don't like the small talk. You know what I'm saying? So
You want to get to the point type of girls?
hello, especially on my dance page, like all that what you doing and heart eyes. Don't send me no fucking heart eyes.
Why you don't like the hard ass?
Cause baby, this shit about money.
So does it matter? Is it the person who sends the hard eyes?
Like it probably doesn't matter because like if you come in the club and do what you need to do or you do what you need to do outside the club, and if you compliment me, that's that. But like a motherfucker that sit up on my Instagram 25/8 ain't never been in the club or has been in the club and like to spread around $20-$40 between 5-6 girls all night, get your ass on my DM. Or a man that's trying to talk to me and her, or a guy that like always like to be in the club and don't spend no money trying to talk to all the girls. I don't respond to that. If this is already a free show, what you getting when I post on my Instagram,
Right.
like get up, come in the club and do something. Like even if you don't spend $100 or $50, at least if you come in the club and tip a little something.
Right.
You know, because everybody don't have it. And you know, rent is so fucking high right now. So I'm not gonna
I got a
hold.
mortgage, so I
I'm
understand.
not gonna hold too many people. But if you come in the club and just do a little something, you know, then you might get something out of me because when we come to the club or when we work, I don't know if I jump into that club scene too early in the podcast, but like when we at work, that shit work. And we have to pay to be there.
I used to work at a strip club.
So it's just like all that talking in the DMs for free on the dance page.
Gotcha.
Or if you know if I'm a dancer, keep that shit short.
What
Or
you
get
got,
straight to
John?
it.
What you got? What them DMs looking like? Cause you light skin.
Hello.
I would say they're all over the place.
For real.
Well, yeah.
So how do you cipher through what you want to respond to or not? If I had a jumped in your DM, asked you about the podcast, would you have left me in the request box?
In general, I don't really respond, but
Gotcha. It's cool. I want you to be fucking real. Do not sit here and bullshit me because I want to know.
But if it's more so business, then yes, I will respond because I respond to photographers that want to work, you know,
Okay, so now we're making progress because I'm trying to get you to basically tell me how you cipher through what you're going to respond to versus what you're not going to respond to, because I've dealt with some women that have come on the podcast that they don't even look at their request DMs, period. Like they never look at their requests at all, point blank, period. And then if you just so happen to be in the inbox because you are a friend or a friend of a friend and you know somebody, like you may or may not get a response. But I'm the type of person at the end of the day, when I even get to a level that I cannot respond to all my DMs, I have somebody hired that's screening them for me so they know what to send to me and what not to send to me. You see what I'm saying? So I don't ever want to miss out on the opportunity. And I think a lot of women, because they're so high on whatever horse they want to put themselves on, they act like they too good to read a fucking DM or fucking respond. Like that shit irks the fuck out of me. Like for real. Go ahead.
But
What
you
you
want to
got?
know what? I feel you when you say that, you know, we may miss an opportunity. Just to give an example, we just had a guy recently DM us, and what's so crazy is he don't even know that we already know about him. So he approached her first, and then he approached me. But it's like he already know what time it is because he moves around in the club. So it's like, even though we wasted this time communicating with this guy, he wanted to book us for like a private dance. Child, the deposit never got spent. And
So he was capping.
He's still looking for us. So that's why to this day, to this moment.
All
so
right.
that's why we really don't waste too much time in the DM.
Man, I don't really want to talk out of turn for myself because I don't like putting too much of my business out there. But I've been dealing with dancers since I was in like college.
Right.
Like I was a hustler all around when I was in college, bro.
Same thing about
Like
dude.
I was hear me out.
Okay.
Like hear me out straight up. No cap here whatsoever. If I need to call somebody right now, and I call them on the board so you can hear the conversation if you want me to. When I was in college, I was a party promoter. I threw a shitload of parties, If anybody was doing anything, they were calling me because they wanted me to host it. All right? You know what I'm saying? I never really got into the whole trying to be a dope boy thing because I was a scary nigga because I don't want to go nobody to jail.
Right, hello.
You know what I'm saying? So I experienced it, but it just wasn't for me. And the number one rule in that game is scared money can't make no money.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? All right. So the last thing that I ever added was I love strippers. I'm gonna just keep it a buck. I faithfully was giving my money to strippers every weekend. Just because I like strippers.
Right.
I like to go in there and I like for them to smell that I'm different. See that I walk different. So when I finally fucking say something to you, your response should be different.
Right.
It shouldn't be like the nigga that paid $20 to get in here and he got the same Corona he been drinking on all night. Like, you not finna talk to me in the same tone that you talk to that nigga in. And if you feel like you got the ground to do, then I'm not the nigga that you even need to be talking to. So when I was in college, man, I literally had girls that when I got into the game, they loved me. They loved me because it didn't matter what they needed. I made a way for them. What I mean by that? I mean, I done had girls call me and say, hey, man, I need to make my rent this month. Can you put something together for me? And I put together a party at my house on the spot for them. I ain't never did no tip out. I ain't never asked them for nothing. Like, they just fuck with me because of that. Like, I was just, like you said, being genuine.
Right.
Like, at the end of the day, like, I'll tell anybody, like, I grew up, my folks did the best they could for me. You know what I'm saying? I don't take that for granted. But at the end of the day, now that I'm educated and I've been exposed, I grew up in poverty. That's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? So I know what it is to ask somebody for something. I know what it means to need some help from somebody, and that's just who I am. So I like women, bro.
Yeah.
I love women. I love having access to women.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even have to be your every single, love you, baby. I don't have to be your every single day type of nigga. Like, I'm like Jay. Call me when the fuck just on some random shit, like you out in the city, you want to be bothered type shit. But I'm saying all of that shit to say, like, I want to give to you right now. Don't miss out on the opportunity because it's real. Like, fine. All right, so man, yeah, since that's the end of the day, like, that's my biggest thing. Like, cause I'm a photographer, and I remember just even now, like, I know my work is dope as fuck. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna bring some of it up and just pass the phone so y'all can see some of it in just a second. But I still have people that'll leave me on red if I want to work with them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can literally take what you wore in here and take you in there on that solid room wall and make you look like you're not wearing that. Like, I mean, that's just what I do. I mean, I'm a very creative person, but I got people that I DM that I see. Like, right now, even with my podcast, this is what I do. When a lot of people think that I get on Instagram strictly to look at ass, twerking, nothing. That's what they think I look for.
Right.
But I'm a photographer. So some of the photographers that I follow, they're shooting boudoir. So when I see that and I like their work, I'm double clicking it. So, you know, the algorithm is going to generate in your search, when you click on the search, what you like. So that's what you're going to see in my search bar. So naturally what I do is whenever I get in and I see a pretty face, I automatically DM and be like, hey, what needs to happen in order to have you as a podcast guest? You know what I'm saying? And a lot of them don't get read. I don't never get respond to it. But I feel like if I don't try, at least, then I never know.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Try, because either they're gonna say yes or no.
That's all it's gonna be.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm the most professional guy that you ever run into. One of the things that you always get from me, if I'm interested, I'll tell you that I'm interested before the business. But what makes me not a fuck boy is just because you're not interested doesn't mean that I won't do the business.
Right.
Like, you run into a lot of niggas that they want to fuck with you and you won't fuck with them and they ain't gonna fuck with you at all. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think you ever got around to like really just. I know you told me what the DMs look like. I know you said they're like a circus and they're everywhere. So you did say you slightly respond to a lot of people because photographers reach out and they actually want to work to you. Man, I wish to God that my team was here because I could have them research you and just put it up on the screen and we could talk about your work right now. But Jay in there doing his stuff, Thicksel. So I don't want to just ramble and me talk the whole entire time. Me and her gonna talk. Obviously, we see that. So, just in your world, like what's going on in your world right now? You know what I'm saying? Like, how often are you in Alabama from Atlanta? Like what's going on with that?
I'm here almost every weekend.
For real?
Try to be.
Like, why?
So I'm a lab tech. I work Monday through Thursday, and I work at a club called Cheetah in Atlanta. Monday, on Friday and Saturday, and I try to be here on Sundays.
You know what? I ain't even mad at that, bro. You gotta hustle about yourself. I ain't mad at that.
Trying to get to the money.
Kids?
No, I don't have any kids.
Kids?
Oh, hell no.
Do you want any?
I would like 5.
5 of them motherfuckers?
I would have to be married, though.
Right.
Them little humans, man.
I would like to see myself in multiple forms. I growed up in a single parent household, and it's only 2 of us
All
in
right.
the house, so yeah.
So you giving what you do. All right, and it's gonna go to both of you. So whenever she get done responding, I want you to tap in. I want you to respond. All right. So given what you do, you still feel like it's gonna be somebody that's gonna wife you up.
First of all, before I came into the club, I was always big motherfucking TA.
Okay.
Number 1. Number 2, I always had the bag before I went to go get the bag.
Okay.
Number 3, Pinky don't have to be Pinky. I was always big motherfucking TA. And with all that being said, before I came into the strip club, I actually own my own hair salon called The Girls Room 256, located in Huntsville, Alabama. I started doing hair when I was 17. So I never needed to be in the strip club. I always wanted to try it out because I'm the person that is like, don't knock it until you try it. So with all that being said, being a stripper wasn't the number one thing. I always been an entrepreneur first. So when I got onto the pole, it was just something to do on my to-do list. So yeah. Do I see a man giving me all of that and giving me 5 kids? Hell yeah. I'm big motherfucking TA. I was Pinky second. Pinky is very new. That's what I want a lot of people to understand.
So Pink is the character, and
It's
she
a
only
fantasy.
gets turned on when you need to turn on.
Pinky is within me, but I'm big motherfucking TA.
So even when you turn Pinky off, if your husband want to experience Pinky, you can always give your husband Pinky if he wants it.
Yeah, I'm big motherfucking TA. So it's a lot. Big motherfucking TA is so much in one. So yeah, my husband is gonna love it here. Hello.
I hear that shit.
Yeah.
But you got over that charm. You think that? Do you want to be married? Let's start there.
Eventually.
Do you
yes,
want
I do.
kids?
As of right now, I don't want any kids, but I feel like if I settle down with the right person, I feel like I would be
Okay.
open to it.
Yeah.
I think I heard her already say how old she was earlier. How old are you?
I'm 27.
Okay.
Yeah, she's older than me.
Okay. And you ain't gonna let no nigga catch you slipping.
No, sir.
And the only reason I asked that because I had some dancers in my studio about this time last year, and they was in here talking about how much they not really checking for no nigga. They don't like niggas. And I reached out to them 2 days ago and was like, hey, I just got through editing the podcast that we done, and it's out right now. And I remember the shoot that we talked about doing. I said, let's go ahead and book that and do that. And her response was, well, I'm with child, so I'm really not shooting right now. So we ain't gonna go spiritual because we've been drinking and smoking and all that other good shit. But it's like parallel to some other stuff that I be knowing. Like, I don't believe women when they say they ain't fucking with nobody. I don't believe women when they say that they don't want no motherfucking kids. Because the motherfuckers that say they don't want no kids be the motherfuckers that had the kids. You know what I'm saying?
I will say I got my body done and I got my breasts done, so I'm trying to be outside. I'm not
Hello.
trying to be inside.
Hello.
So I'm doing me.
Hey, sometimes you gotta be selfish and you gotta know when it's the perfect time to do something. You know, a lot of people have made it okay to have kids. And you know, right now we're very much young, so we're very much outside.
So are you attracted to guys with kids or without kids? Let's go.
I almost said hell fuck no. But certain guys have different situations, so I have been, sympathetic to certain situations.
Yeah, that nigga got to wait.
Well, I'll say open-minded. I won't say sympathetic, but I'll say open-minded to different situations. But overall, I don't have any kids, so I would prefer if my guy don't have any kids neither.
Right, because it's like you want your partner to be the first with you too.
Right. You want to experience certain things with that person.
So how long do you think that's going to be a reality?
It can be a reality for life.
No, it can't be. I'm going to tell you why.
Because there's a lot of men that don't have kids. Though. What you mean?
All right, but so I finna school you, right?
School me.
All right. I ain't finna say my motherfucking age, but let's just say I'm in my mid to late 30s. All right? Okay. Let's put it there. I don't have any kids. So the majority of the women that I am attracted to or that I decide to date, it's going to be two scenarios for me. Either one, they already have kids and they don't want no more. Or two, their kids grown as fuck and they ain't trying to start over.
You don't want kids?
I don't even know no more. You know what I'm saying? I just recently got out of a situation. You know what I'm saying? It's very delicate. It's still kind of wet right now. You know, the Band-Aid's on it, but we're trying to patch it up. But I'm like just on my own thing now. Like I'm just when you see documentaries of different artists or different entrepreneurs talking about how they really got out the mud and they had to isolate themselves in order to get what they want before everything else that's supposed to be part of life or that the American white dream type life.
That's how you feel.
Play. Like right now, like my studio is what's important to me. My brand is what's important to me. Filming is what's important to me. Content is what's important to me. The people that support me, that come up here on every Sunday and every Monday and do this stuff that you see me doing, that's what's important to me. You know what I'm saying? So it's not that a relationship or having children or a woman is not important to me. I just need to make sure that relationship that I have, it coincides with who I am as a man, as an entrepreneur. Mm-hmm. It doesn't collide. It just fits. She understands me. She understands that at the end of the day, the nigga got to work 120 hours this week to try to get it. He going to work 120 hours. And that 120 hours being when I come home, he probably ain't going to really feel like being bothered. But he going to be comfortable with the fact that I'm here. Right. And I'm in his bed with him and I'm cool and the household is taken care of and the family is taken care of. You know what I'm saying? So I really don't know. I ain't gonna lie to you. I wouldn't try to get a vasectomy a couple of days ago and they told me no because I ain't got no kids.
Oh God, it sounds like you're trying to find the best version of you.
I'm just chilling for real. Like I've met and had some great women in my life. I do not want to act as if I have not been exposed or God has not blessed me with some dope ass women. It's just I got blessed with those dope ass women at bad timing for me.
Let me ask you one question.
Oh, Lord, I'm the interviewer.
I know you are, but since you said that, do you feel like there's a woman that got away?
I think it's more than one that got away.
More than one?
Yeah.
Can it be more than one?
Yes, because, so here's the thing. You have two ends of the spectrum where you can believe that, you got some people who believe that God only makes one person for you. Mm-hmm. And then on the other end of the spectrum, you got the believers that believe that God will help a person to be that person for you, if that makes sense. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So it depends on which end you want to be on. You know what I'm saying? You can be this person that's in la la land and feeling like it's only one person in the world for me, or you can be that believer that God will help mold and build a person no matter who they may be. When you get to them, whatever time, whatever season, whatever, that they'll make that person for you as well. And I'm one of them people that I believe that a person will see me for who I am, what I do, how I move, and my lifestyle compensates what they want in a man. They're not coming into my realm and immediately trying to change what I do and how I do it. Mm-hmm. There's only one thing that I need to turn off if I get a woman. You know what it is?
What is that?
I ain't
Okay, so
that's it.
I'm sorry to ask you another question, but I'm just trying to get the male perspective because it's just me and her.
Right. I mean,
we need a male perspective. Because I know you do photography. So, do you feel like you can balance a relationship and the camera?
Yes, but it has to go ahead. What you got?
With no chin. That's right, friend.
But with no what?
With no chin. Your eyes is only for your women and your camera.
So here's the balance, right? once you get to a certain age, hold
The
on.
key word, the balance. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Balance.
All
Key
right.
word.
So here it is. Once you get to a certain age, it don't move you. I'm sorry. I said I won't stop saying that shit on my podcast because I hate how it sounds when I hear myself say it. Poom poom does not move you once you get to a certain age.
What age though?
Clearly his fucking age.
No. Let me be honest and let me be frank. I love poom poom. I love good poom poom. Because some of y'all, not saying y'all, got bad poom poom and it really not good. And they swear it's the best thing in the world. But
Right.
with me, I have priorities. You know what I'm saying? So I hate that I forget his podcast. Hopefully it'll come to me. But I heard him say this the other day. He was like, he got like 5 or 6 girls that he juggling that he deal with right now. He got a podcast in Atlanta. I'm hoping to reach out to him that he'll let me come on this platform so we can just rap and talk. You know what I'm saying? But he said this the other day in a short. He was like, baby, I'm not the guy for you if you want the American dream. Like, I'm not trying to get married, have kids, the white picket fence, the White House. Right? Like that's not what I'm on. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you want a guy that's going to be going to exotic places and exotic islands and hanging out and having a good time and living a good life and want to eat good and da. Like, I'm more of that guy than the guy over there in the White House with you.
Right.
So what I got from what he said was this. Men have points in their life or they have milestones in their life that they're trying to hit. Once you mature enough, the number one thing that is the downfall of men will also be the number one thing that makes you not like, you're not going to be concentrated on that as to allow it to be a downfall in order to get where you're going. So for me, when it comes to a woman, it's not that I don't like poom poom. I love poom poom. You know what I'm saying? But to X myself out on going to film a project or being productive for my business for the day because I want to go lay up, no, I'm not doing that shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And you got some people out there that the sexual part of their relationship and being under a person is detrimental to them when they're your person or that's the type of person you're in a relationship with. I'm just saying, I hope I'm not rambling too much, and I hope that I brought it to a head that once you get to a certain age, if you still have goals and you have the ability to get to those goals, a woman would not be the reason why you don't get to those goals or exceed what you're trying to do.
Right. Okay. I heard that.
So that's all I'm saying. Like, I ain't gonna sit here and pretend and flex like I don't want no woman or I don't like no woman, I don't like what I see. And then when it comes to the balance and it comes to the camera, like, if I'm with you, I'm with you. Mm-hmm. I done had my share of being a hoe and being a cheater. Mm-hmm. It was fun. I had a long run at it. I don't have the energy or time for that shit right now. Like, I work 18, 20-hour days, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have the time to try to appease 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 women.
That's too much energy.
Especially when they know what kind of nigga I am. That means each and every one of them want the same type of treatment.
Right.
So I got a question. So did that come with age or you was just tired of it?
I think a combination of both, to be honest. You know what I'm saying, Charm? It's just, I got people to take care of. Again, my staff, they mean the world to me. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, they come in here and they work, they bust their ass. They try to make sure that What You Mean podcast get off the ground and something happen with that. You know what I'm saying? And the only way that happens is if I do what I need to do 1,000% to make sure that one day I can write them $1,000 checks for payroll for what they done in the beginning when they wasn't getting paid what they wanted to get paid.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's real.
Like Jay in there, Jay expensive as fuck if I'm being real.
Oh, Lord.
But he believed in what I'm doing. He came in here and seen what I was doing, and he was like, oh, yeah, your shit different from what everybody else doing. You got motherfuckers sitting in their kitchen at the table with some microphone doing this, but your shit not like that, bro. Your shit the full 9. So I see what you doing. I understand what your budgets are and how your money laid out. So this is what I propose. So we came to an agreement. So that's my nigga to the end. You know what I'm saying? So when we get on, he gonna get what he originally wanted plus some more. So my people depend on me.
Right.
So I gotta do what I need to do. So that don't mean that I got time to lay up under you for 2-3 days fucking straight, fucking off, ordering fucking DoorDash and fucking you because you got good poom poom, you know what I'm saying, and not doing what I need to do from a man's perspective, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, it came with time, and it came with the fact that I just didn't have a lot of poom poom in my life too.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I done literally had a lot of poom, like different races of poom poom. Like I set out when I was in the military to be able to say that I have experienced all the women, different races in the world. And you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say I completely finished it, but I got a great, I got a good deal of it. So I'm cool. Like it don't move me. You know what I'm saying? Like I can literally please myself and go to fuck to sleep.
Yeah. Hello.
Okay.
All right. Then.
But don't get it twisted now, because I don't want y'all getting it twisted. I like beautiful women. Mm-hmm. But when it comes to my camera, if I got somebody, you come shoot. I make sure I treat you nice. Mm-hmm. I treat you respectably, and then you got to go. Because I can go home because I got something at home that I actually decided that I actually like going home to.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm cool with that. You know what I'm saying? But you was nice to look at for that hour that we were shooting. Mm-hmm. You were dope while we were shooting that hour, but I'm cool. I finna go to the crib.
So I see you have good self-control.
I respect it. I fuck with it.
It's not about it's about the self-control, but it's more about my brand.
Okay.
I don't want to be the photographer that's y'all DMing in y'all group chats, talk about some, oh yeah, that's the nigga that be fucking everybody. I don't want to be that guy.
Oh, that's the nigga that be looking between your legs.
Yeah,
Hey,
like-
on Facebook like a motherfucker talk about a photographer. There's some freaky photographers out here though. Like, so that's why we.
All right.
Another reason why we don't.
I don't want to keep talking over y'all because y'all are my guests. I want y'all to talk, you know what I'm saying?
Sorry.
But y'all keep putting me in these positions where I got to like put it in perspective. All right, all photographers are not like that.
Yeah.
Shout out to the guy, Panda.
Okay, never heard of him.
All right, Panda Studios. All right, so he came in, he did my panel. We did a panel of photographers. He was one of the guys to come. He shoot like me. We shoot bourgeois. Like he love women. He interact with women. He's tremendously great at what he does. And you know what I'm saying? He just like me. You finna come shoot. Mm-hmm. You finna get the fuck on.
Hello.
You finna pay me my money, not your pum pum, and you finna get on, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, your pum pum ain't gonna buy now one of these devices you see here. Mm-hmm. Only thing it's gonna do is make life worse for me if it's good, because now you're on a higher pedestal because it was actually okay. It was good.
Right, it was
so
good,
now you know it's good because of how I'm acting. Mm-hmm. So now you feel like you got the upper ground to try to treat me some type of way. So now that's causing me to be stagnant in everything else that I need to be doing because I'm concentrated on how to try to get some more pom pom again. Mm-hmm. So no, I don't want that. I'm not trying to deal with that. Like, nah, bro.
That's too much energy though. That's way too much energy.
Big facts.
I give a lot of props to the photographers that can keep it professional. Shout out to Visions by Dre.
I don't know him. Is he in Tuscaloosa?
That's Huntsville, Alabama.
Okay.
Decatur, Alabama. We're gonna shout out to him because very much professional. But yeah, it's a lot of weird dudes out here, man.
You want to know? You want to know a crazy thing? Being professional with y'all makes y'all more attracted to us when y'all leave than a nigga that's sitting there trying to get on y'all doing the shoot.
Definitely.
That's too
100%.
pressed like a button. Hello, yeah. It be too much going on. Like, I don't know how to explain them, but guys are really weird these days. Like, I don't know if they're...
Women are weird too. You can't just say guys are weird.
I'll give you that because...
Look at her. She texting a nigga.
Nah.
She can't even tell her.
we just talking about this
Y'all
fuck
need to cut that nigga off.
He been
Because I ain't heard y'all say nothing positive about that nigga since y'all been here.
And he look like a motherfucking bucket head.
So what I look like? On a 1 to 10, 1 being the lowest, 10 being the best. Honestly, I ain't gonna get offended. I just want to know.
I'm gonna give you a very much 6.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you an 8 just based off looks and personality.
Okay.
Okay, we're gonna add a personality in there. I'm gonna give you like a 7.5.
Okay. So the last motherfucker came in here and called me a 6 and a 7. I blasted their ass so bad they were ready
Go
to
right
fucking
ahead, baby.
go. they were ready to go.
Baby, I ain't gonna
But you're
know.
okay. You're okay. Because I asked for your honesty. So what I need to work on? What is it? Just my facial features? Because I'm old. What makes me a 6?
I would say, well, I definitely gave you a 7.5, but I would say get more in tune in yourself. Invest in
I'm more in
yourself.
tune to myself. But what you have to realize is that LeCheston on what you mean is he becomes who he needs to be on the podcast.
Well, then you good.
You know what I'm saying? But like when these motherfucking cameras go off.
Okay, so yeah, like I need to see you outside of
Yeah,
the podcast.
like
before you get something else.
even when I bumped into you, where I bumped into you at. You know what I'm saying? Like I approach you how I approach you, but even any setting you put me on, I'm always on a mission. If I see an opportunity to make some money, I want to make some money. You know what I'm saying? The rest of it is extra. It can come however it comes.
But
you know
your
what I'm saying?
vibe and your personality is already organic, so you know you don't have to do too much.
You feel that?
That's what it give. That's what it gave. That's what it's giving. So,
My nigga Jay, I love you, Jay. I love
so
you.
you know what I'm saying? Don't take the 7 or the 6, you know, as an offense. You know
No,
what
no,
I'm
I
saying?
did it. I did
A lot
it.
of niggas get a -0 because
Well-
they don't have no personality.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this. In the times that I've asked that question, you know, is the youngest girl in the room gave me a 6 or a 7.
Mm-hmm.
All of the other people that gave me numbers, they were 7, 8s, and 9s.
Right.
All right. And at the end of the day, I know that number one, I ain't perfect. You know what I'm saying? But I know if you look at me and you look at half of the niggas that you probably done dealt with or that want to deal with you,
Right.
it's a no-brainer.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's just how I set myself aside. I did that shit on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
I did that shit on purpose, not to throw it in a motherfucker face, but to let them know. Like, yeah, Jay Thomas, I'm highly fucking educated.
Yeah.
With a military background. You know what I'm saying? I ain't broke as fuck. You know what I'm saying? My credit is not in the 3s or the 4s. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a business owner. I still work. I ain't got no kids. I ain't never been in jail. Like, so you can say what you want to say at surface. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of time when we ask people to judge us from 1 to 10, we're talking about a physical appearance.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The only reason that you were able to give me a higher number is because we've been somewhat having a conversation. So you was like, that nigga might not be all that appearance-wise, but he got something else to add to it.
Right.
And I get that because when I grew up being told I was ugly every single day. Every single fucking day. That narrative didn't change for me until I started taking care of myself in like the 7th, 8th grade and I transferred schools. Like I ain't even get the attention of girls until I was in the 9th grade when I transferred schools. I didn't even know what to do with it when I started getting it. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, thank you and thank you.
You're welcome.
course.
You're
Yeah.
welcome. You
So-
know, it's not about the surface. It's more so about what's within. You know, this is our first encountering with you. So, you know,
Right.
it's still so much more to learn about Leicester. So, yeah.
Here's the number one thing. Women know what they want from men in the first couple of minutes of meeting them.
You think so?
I know so.
Delusional.
Listen, you crazy as hell.
Let's go there.
Yeah.
Really?
Niggas put on a facade.
Front.
Hello.
Like women don't?
We ain't say women don't.
Women can, but if like women really fuck with you,
So when you say this stuff that you're saying, you have to say that. You can't just say niggas do it. You got to say women and men do it. But in this instance, I'm talking about a man.
okay, well, let me just go ahead and put a disclosure out there. We may be talking from personal experience, but yeah, very much so. We're going to give everybody the benefit of the doubt, but
Right.
it seems like we more so trying to get an insight from a man
Yeah.
because it's just
Okay.
me and her. But yeah, we try not to put the same, you know, stereotype on everybody.
Right.
But it's kind of hard.
I get that, especially in 2023. You know what I'm saying? You got every single podcast talking about modern day dating, relationships. Like everybody has their own opinion about it, and it's really gotten completely away from the root of what it used to be for
Right.
anybody. You know what I'm saying? So relationships today are really just defined upon what the two people define it as. Just to be real. Going back to what I was telling you about a person, like you got your personality and who you are. They got their personality and who they are. You know what I'm saying? The people who don't make it, or we call now, not even bipolar anymore because they have disorders. We now in 2023, you could call it, you know what we call it? What we call it? Toxic.
It's a lot of that going on.
Okay?
Yeah.
So these two people are trying to come together, right? They really don't, they say compatibility in the word, but whatever. And they're doing this. You know what I'm saying? They're constantly doing this. But they have enough to get here. But they can't do this because they're doing this all the time. You see what I'm saying? So once we get here, it's because you finally met somebody that makes your match. Like who you are, what you, the quote unquote, bring to the fucking table conversation. Like just who you are as a person, like your demeanor, you know what I'm saying? Like how you light up the room, not for everybody when you walk into it, but for your person when you walk in that motherfucker. Right. Like, who gives a fuck what everybody else think? But when you walk in this motherfucker, I see you and I'm like, I got butterflies in my stomach because I know that's me. You know what I'm saying? And it's because of who you are. Yeah, I know I met you in a fucking club, but you showed me that the club was only a gig and it was only a way for you to stack paper so you could do something else. And now that I done came into your life, I can change that narrative and add to what you're trying to do so you can get up out of that bitch a little bit faster. So that make you respect me and want to be with me a little bit. It changes the whole complete narrative. But those are the people that go like this, not the people that go like this. Because again, going back to what we originally said, how many niggas that you think would actually wipe up a stripper? You see what I'm saying?
First of all, I don't mean.
And we know Big TA. We already got that talk.
I don't mean to get too personal, but when you're in a strip club, you have different type of dancers.
Right.
You have
the nurse, the lawyer, the people that's coming there just to get their money and go home.
So you have girls that like eat, breathe, sleep the club. Then you have a girl that's in there doing it for fun. So is it possible to be in a real faithful relationship while you're a dancer? Yes.
Because we both work full-time job. This is just a side hustle.
But it takes a special type of nigga to do that.
It takes an open-minded man that's not insecure. Hello.
So here we go. All that thought. I want just put a comma. Just put a comma right there because I want you to come right back to it when I say this. That answers your question on what y'all asked me about my camera earlier. It takes a special kind of woman to understand, like, at the end of the day, I don't give a fuck standing in front of that nigga camera. I know that nigga cool and he happy with me. He in there doing his job and he coming home. But go ahead.
You can have that same mindset, but a man can become astray. When he's in a strip club, it's so many enticing women in there. It's so much evil going on in the club that you can get sucked in. But you can be in a relationship while being a dancer. It takes a strong man to know him, know his woman, and know that the strip club is a fantasy. You know, for me,
it's supposed to be.
Hello, for me, I come in there, get the bag, and go home. I'm not what you'll say a stripper. I'm more so an entertainer. So when you come in here, I'm entertaining you. I do work with 304s and, you know, prostitutes and girls that do extras behind closed doors, but that's the problem within the strip club. Y'all brought that in the strip club, so the lines have been blurred. But you can be in a relationship and be a dancer. We are only dancing and entertaining. Nothing else is going on.
Take a special kind of nigga, man.
So it takes somebody that is very much secure to know that my girl's coming home, and you know, and getting that bag at the same time. But you do have a lot of girls that go into the club and do other stuff, so that can like make a man insecure. But you gotta know the type of dancer that you're dealing with. Like if a girl that gotta be in the club all the time, I won't say that's a red flag, but you just need to take heed to it. Versus a girl that'll sit out nights, weeks, months, don't have to be in the club because she got other shit going on. You just need to know the type of dancer that you're dealing with. All dancers aren't the same in the club. Definitely not.
Do you want to add any more to that? Because I heard you ad-libbing, so that's why I don't know if you had
agree. Every dancer's not the same, and like she said, the ones that's in there 24/7, they're gonna do whatever it takes to get their bag.
Like I've literally met dancers in the club, bro, that have been like, yeah, I'm in like a real deal, full blown relationship. Like, for instance, I'm a photographer. All right, so one of the things that I ain't even gonna call his name, you know what I'm saying, because he's the photographer that I know that kind of sort of mentored me and gave me some pointers, but he's married, you know what I'm saying. But this is one of the things that he told me when we first started kicking it. He was like, bro, like OnlyFans is the thing right now. Like a lot of people getting bags, bro, like serious bags with OnlyFans. He was like, if you can't find no girls by jumping in their DMs and asking them about content creating, he's like, you got to go to where they at. 90% of the girls that are doing that type of content and they got the body for it, they in the clubs. You know what I'm saying? You got your other. I think 90 is kind of high. I'm gonna say 70% of the girls they're in the clubs because you got the other 30s. They ain't doing nothing, but they got a room in the back of their apartment that they done made out where they go make their content there, and they just get up and go back to the front of their house. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But he was like, you got to tap into it because what a lot of y'all think that, and it's cool for POV purposes to grab this little motherfucker here, put it up, put a ring light on, and you doing something. You know what I'm saying? But the motherfuckers who get into the bag, they ain't using this. They got somebody that's actually filming that shit for them, help them create the content the right way. So he was like, bro, if you're trying to get to the bag for real, he was like, volunteer to work strip clubs if y'all got strip clubs where you at. And when you get in there and you start taking pictures, naturally, because the club is allowing you to be there, the girls are going to engage you because the club is allowing you to be there. Mm-hmm. Once they start engaging you, find out who's doing OnlyFans. When you figure out who's doing OnlyFans, see who's creating their content. If they're doing it themselves, you need to talk to them, let them know you'll create all their content, do all their photo shoots, do everything they do. They ain't got to pay you nothing up front. Do a contract with them for a percentage of what they make on their OnlyFans, bro. And he said, I promise you'll get a bag. So that's how I ended up at the strip club that I was at, working. And I was working Monday War Fridays. And boom, boom, boom. Got my gimbal, I'm videoing, got my camera, taking pictures, boom, 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 boom. So as they started seeing me every Friday, naturally, the nurses, the lawyers, that was in there just trying to make some extra bread to do whatever they was doing. They'll pull me aside and be like, hey, let me talk to you. What's up? Hey, don't take no pictures of me. And I get it, but it's niggas in the club with these all day long, video and taking pictures the whole nine.
I'm that dancer that you can't record me if you ain't spending no fucking money. Hello. I have shut niggas down. You cannot record me if you ain't participating in this outtake, baby. And don't record nobody else's money on the floor. I'm sorry to cut y'all.
You good.
Yeah,
no,
like, I'm definitely that dancer. I want stripping to be taboo. I feel like it's very much hard to sell sex nowadays. So you can't record me.
There's no value on sex anymore.
It's not. It's not. And like you said, you got the OnlyFans, and you got the bitches fucking in the back of the club.
The Twitter.
The lines have
Twitter
been blurred.
live, nigga.
Like, you can't get sex free.
Yeah.
You can go.
I ain't gonna say it's free.
It's free.
I ain't gonna say it's free.
It's free. You can go up on the internet.
Ain't no poom poom free.
You can go on the corner and get it for 40. Try to come in the club. That shit by $250.
Hey, Jay, put the camera on me real quick. B. Lynn said $240 in Birmingham. $240, nigga. You can't get it with just $140. You need $240.
It's something about Birmingham and Birmingham niggas. It's a high percentage of niggas in Birmingham that are on the corner purchasing $40 poom poom.
Very much.
And then coming in a strip club looking at entertainers thinking we got poom poom for $40. If we had poom poom on sale, it would not be $40.
It's just called deflation. All right, so let me school you on this real quick.
School me.
For real. Real nigga shit, right? Check it out. I'm a photographer. My base rate for you to come in my studio and shoot with me gonna cost you about $350. Mm-hmm. All right. You can go across town and catch a nigga that just bought a nice, decent camera, can probably take a decent image. He probably don't know editing. He probably don't know bending light. He don't know none of the logistic part of it, but he got a nice enough camera that he can get a decent enough image. And he charged $100. Mm-hmm. So instead of coming spending the $350 with me, you will go over here and spend $100 with him because he can get decent enough images to still do what you need to do. So what? Hold on, let me finish. Let me finish, BTA.
Like...
Hold on, BTA. Let me finish because I'm just drawing it. I'm giving you an example. Let me finish. Okay. So what that does is it deflates. It dilutes the market for what the market has been set for. Mm-hmm. Okay. You know what I'm saying? There's no longer a median there. The starting point is not what I'm at 350, he at 100. So the negotiation starting point should naturally be about 250, right? Mm-hmm. Right? But no, the negotiation point is, nigga, I can get it over here for $100. Why you can't give it to me for $100? So that's what happened with what we have done in our modern day relationships when it comes to sex and being flown out and knowing you got to smash when you get flown out, because niggas have made it known that when you get flown out, if you ain't smashing, your ass gonna pay for your own ticket back. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, put that nigga in the trash.
It's not you're missing the point. You're missing the point. You're missing the point. The point is the market for poom poom and the market for sex, period, just has been simply diluted because you have men like myself that are accomplished and have made it to a certain point where I don't give a damn what you feel like it's worth or what it's not worth. I'm at a place where I'm comfortable and cool with, if you're going to give it to me, it's cool. If you're not going to give it to me, kudos to your motherfucking ass too. It don't make no difference. You know what I'm saying? So that thought process has diluted the market. You see what I'm saying? It's not just about the cheap nigga that really can't afford what a person would want, because I'm not saying y'all said no poom poom, what a person would want. You know what I'm saying? It's just the simple fact that the overall, when you look at the big picture, it's just been diluted.
I agree with that because I feel like it's a lot of women too that accept the bare minimum. So, you know, if they getting flown out and all they gotta do is just give up that's it. If I'm getting the experience, I get to see Future in the concert.
Yeah.
Get the experience, you know, this and that party, this party, I get to be around this celebrity, that celebrity, and they cool with that. But a female like me and her, we're not going for that.
Yeah.
I feel you. But see, I ain't gonna sit on here like I ain't never flown nobody out. So I can't fake the phone.
What's wrong with that?
But but what I'm finna do is I want to explain the narrative to you from my perspective. This is what I want to do. Number one, y'all just told me how y'all picked up on me as a person, my vibe. It's just organic, it's cool.
Right.
Like I present you with comfortability. Like, and I'm not doing it because I'm malicious or I'm a fucking villain or something. Like I'm just, I have sisters, I have nieces. You know what I'm saying? I believe in karma. I believe in what the fuck you do, God gonna make you go through that shoot 3-10 times. I believe in that. So I think that even when it comes to relationships, I'm probably reaping a little bit of what some seeds I've sowed with some things that I've done to some women, even though I've never hurt nobody, because anybody I've dealt with throughout the years, guess what?
What?
I can still call them and talk to them and check on them.
That means you're a good person. A lot of people you
Because
can't call.
I don't believe in burning bridges. You know what I'm saying? I believe in we have differences. There was something that you wanted and something that I wanted, and we couldn't come to a median on it. But that doesn't mean that we can't have a conversation. That don't mean that I can't say, hey, how you doing? Or you okay? Or Merry Christmas or Happy Birthday. You know what I'm saying? And I don't even like building relationship with people that be the type of shit you on. You got to block me on all social media. You can't talk to me.
That's
you don't want
whole
me.
shit.
Like that. I ain't got time for. I don't want relationships with people like that.
That's whole shit.
But you know, it's just that's just what it is, bro. Like if I vibe with you and you understand me as a man and how I move, like I'm back to a point now where my concentration is the pick visuals, Safari, which is filming and clothing. Of course, I already told y'all about my staff, and you know, What You Mean podcast. Those are my focuses. That's work that needs to be done for those brands that only I can do. Number one, say it on my podcast, my platform, because I can only afford to hire so much help.
Right.
So it's shit that I have to do. So if you're a woman that come into my life and you understand that I know this nigga's working all the time, but damn, he finna go to Jamaica and he called me and asked me if I want to go to Jamaica, you can't look at it like I'm just getting an experience to come get some ass. You gotta look at it as in I chose you to be that person to spend that time with me.
But don't expect no way.
Them two different
No.
I think them may be two different
I think you
situations.
missed it. Yeah, I think you missed it. I think you missed it totally.
Like, if I'm because I don't mean to get too personal, but I've been in a situation and you know the camera was involved. So like if he was to like call me out and say what you just said, hey, come out to Jamaica, I'm there. You know what I'm saying? Because I know you've been working, grinding, this, that, and whatever. But I think she probably thinking in a different aspect.
Yeah.
You know,
because I think, Charm, what you got to understand is that I'm speaking from the guy perspective that you wouldn't even receive the invitation if we weren't at a place where that was something that you already wanted to do. You see what I'm saying?
Okay, but
Like
at
that's the
same
difference between the fuck
I
niggas.
feel like, you know, we might be at a place, but I'm somewhere and you somewhere else.
Right.
So I'll be like, you know what? Nah, I'm straight.
A lot of that.
And that's cool. That and I feel like if that's how you feel, you're in a dope place where you should turn down the trips or you should turn down those things, because as men, no matter what level you on, you work hard for what you have. Mm-hmm. So if I'm willing to share that with you, as bad as it sounds, men are physical creatures. We're physical creatures. You know what I'm saying? Like, we like what we see. We want what we see. And if it's something that we want, that's how we move accordingly. All niggas on different levels move differently.
Right.
Like, my stylist that just left, me and her was talking the other night when I was trying on clothes. She literally told me, she was like, it's hoes for different levels. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody got a little bit of hoe in them, and everybody like to do a little bit of hoe shit. Just because, I ain't gonna say hoe. I hate that word for real, because I really feel like two consensual adults can do what the fuck they want to do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I do feel like no woman has the grounds to accept an invitation to go somewhere or do something if she isn't attracted to the guy in that manner. If it's not something that you considered once or twice, or if he rubs you the right way or says the right things or looks at you the right way, the fireworks will pop off in you, then no, you ain't got no business going to motherfucking Jamaica with that nigga.
Because I feel like, okay, you know, if you offering me a trip to Jamaica and I can afford that same trip, why am I gonna fuck you for it if I don't have to?
I think you gotta stop looking at it like that.
No,
It's
a lot of
hard to
niggas
look at
be
it like
looking.
And
Okay, a lot of niggas, like y'all homeboys.
Y'all done to niggas for less,
Hold on,
man.
hold on.
no.
Them bitches probably have.
Yeah,
But
right.
let me tell you one thing.
Man.
A lot of y'all homeboys, and I'm just say y'all homeboys loosely, y'all think they so perfect, but when they get behind closed doors with women or us, they are too hyper. They are doing too much. They pulling on you. It's too pressed. Ain't never had none before. And then you give it to them, if you do, and them motherfuckers don't deliver. So we just like, why the fuck you didn't leave me alone, bitch?
Hell no.
You could have went about that.
You could have went on the corner on Ford or whatever the fuck y'all go in Birmingham and get that shit for $40. But like, no, like, all jokes aside.
Look, stop acting like it ain't motherfuckers in Tuscaloosa.
I've just recently heard about you whores in Tuscaloosa, so I'm not gonna slip on y'all. But honestly though, a lot of y'all favorite guys or the popular guys or y'all homeboys, a lot of them insecure men when they get around females alone by themselves, they give rapey vibes.
Definitely.
I kid you not. It's and then they be fucking. So it's like, why is you so pressed to get me? It's crazy. Like they give it. We have been in plenty of situations where it's very uncomfortable. Mm-hmm. And I hate to say it, but a lot of guys make it uncomfortable to even want to chill with you, because why you said we was just going to get something to eat or going to watch a movie and your goddamn hands is in my goddamn pants.
Right. That makes me not.
It's weird. It's no respect and it's no boundaries nowadays.
I think it goes back to what I was talking about when I asked y'all about the DMs. What caliber of niggas is in your DM? You know what I'm saying? Like, and not to dilute the fact that them creep type niggas are on all of those levels as well. Right. You see what I'm saying? Because we see niggas in the news, athletes, entertainers all the time getting charged for rape and all kinds of crazy shit, whatever the case may be. So I'm not gonna act like they don't exist on each level, but I do believe that they coexist in some of those levels more than they do in others. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like me personally, like I don't have time for it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you can't see the value in me and the type of man that I am, then I'm not the dude for you anyway. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, it just might be just a fun time. Right. It might just be a Jamaica trip. It might just be that them 4 days we was in Jamaica, you was taking me down through there and I was taking you down through there when we came back. That's all that it was. You know what I'm saying?
Learn how to enjoy the moment.
Exactly. So I'm not saying that it's good or it's bad. I'm saying, again, it's two adults deciding on what they want to do. But I can tell you from a man's perspective,
no matter what level you're on. If I'm extending a trip to you, if I'm buying bags, if I'm buying shoes, if I'm coming in the club because I know you in there working that night and just splurging money just because I know you're in there, I'm doing those things for a reason. You see what I'm saying? It may not be to get the poom poom that night. It may not even be to get it next month, but I'm trying to do it to make my presence known. I'm trying to make you get to look at me for maybe the wrong reasons, because having to do those things, if you ask me, are the wrong reasons, but you got a million other niggas that can do the same things that I do, so I'm competing constantly. Like, it's for a first date for me, for a first date,
I mean, if you're going to do it, do it.
It's,
You know what I'm
only
saying?
thing I'm trying to say is it's very competitive out here. You know what I'm
It's
saying?
really no competition.
No,
Action.
hell no.
No. Because a lot of niggas say what they will do and they don't never do it. So it's
You
never
already
no
know all the time what
competition
you
when
gonna
it come
do.
down to
I
action.
think that go back to the caliber type and the stature
It's
type of
never
niggas
no
that you're dealing with.
competition when it come down to
But see,
action.
everybody can say what they gonna do.
Everybody can say.
what they gonna do, but is you gonna do it?
Look,
you
man,
gonna do it.
I'm gonna tell you some weird shit right now. Because I told y'all what I told y'all. I got a homeboy sitting in the room right now. Literally, motherfuckers do not know where this nigga be at and what the fuck he be doing unless he decide to tell the motherfucker. I can call this nigga in 2 weeks and he be like, man, I'm on a boat. Shit, I'm in Jamaica. I decided to go to Jamaica for 4-5 days just to get my mind on some shit. Nigga, I'm in Miami, blah, 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 blah. I'm telling you, it's literally the type of niggas you decide to deal with. You know what I'm saying?
give you
Because just like you said, it's a fantasy. When your niggas come into the club, niggas feel like they can sell a fantasy to finesse what they want.
A lot of us see through that shit. A lot of niggas come in the club and be like, oh, I can do this and that. I take yourself out of what you would do and put yourself.
I'm not even looking from my perspective. I'm thinking just
take
the
yourself
broad.
out the whole box. It be a lot of broke niggas in the club. A lot of niggas come in the club and say what they can do for us outside
All right,
the club.
so, hold
don't
on.
do shit.
So let's talk about this.
Okay, let's talk about it.
What's broke?
Can't do
Broke
nothing.
is no action.
Can't even put no gas in my car.
Hold on, we ain't gonna go that deep. Okay, well we can go that deep though. But broke to me is no action. No action. I'm not saying on the first text or the first date that my hand is out. But when it comes down to a dancer and you're trying to pursue a dancer and you're trying to get her attention outside the club, the main thing you could do is just put your money where your mouth is,
Right.
and that don't
So
have to
it's
be-
about the bag.
Hold on.
don't offer
I was trying
nothing
to
that
finish
you
my
can't-
sentence. That don't necessarily mean currency. Put your money where your mouth is. It also can mean about action. If you want to see a girl, you want to take a girl out, do it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of dudes prolong a lot of dates and what they're gonna do. If you're broke, just say that. If you can't take me to happy hour is $3, $2, $4 drinks. Bitches busting down on their knees.
So I don't know what the hell we were talking about before we took a break, y'all. So doing this podcast, we've been doing a lot of drinking, man. So we had to take a whole lot of breaks. I'm gonna keep it a whole 1,000 with y'all, cause y'all know I don't drink tequila. I'm a Hennessy man. I've been drinking tequila, and I'm feeling myself. Ain't that a song? Feeling myself.
I'm
Feeling myself. So man, we talked about a couple of different things. You know what I'm saying? We talked about DM, talked about getting flued out, caliber guys that kind of sort of approach you, niggas that be capping. I think the one question I didn't ask when I was asking my DM, do any blue checks be in y'all DMs by chance?
Oh yeah, definitely.
You get some blue checks?
Yeah.
You ain't capping?
Oh no, okay, I can show you right now.
I believe.
Hey, that's East Atlanta. It's too many blue checks in East Atlanta. She gotta have at least 2.
And that shit, you don't need but 10 racks to get a blue check.
Oh shit, I ain't know that.
Yeah, I can pay 10 racks and get a blue check right now.
I know that.
Literally can pay 10 racks and get a blue check.
Blue checks, bitch, you ain't tell me this.
I don't even see who it is, but I see the blue check. I see the blue check. Let me see your profile. Bring your profile up. Let me see your profile.
Oh, please don't ever play with her.
This a rapper.
I don't want to see the. I just want to see your profile.
That girl private. She's
Okay,
very much
3. Okay.
private. Bitch, you didn't tell me you began blue checks. Wait a minute now. Oh wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did his thing on these. I ain't even gonna hold you.
All my bitches.
Yeah, the
bad.
frequency separation in the Dodge and Brown looks extremely good.
Oh Lord, he getting the photography on us. He getting
The
deep.
terminology.
Okay, yeah, he
He
breaking
should have
it
had
down.
you look over your shoulder a little bit more on this.
Oh Lord. Well, you know what? We
He
might
should have
need
wet your ass up with some oil a little bit more too.
You dissing? Or you
No, I'm not dissing because the picture still look good, but the amount of lights on here would have been tripled if he would have wet her up a little bit more because it's already revealing.
Well, you
So
know
if it's
what?
revealing, you might as well go on
We
make it
gonna
what
have
it
to
is.
get something in with you then.
Man, you ain't gonna do nothing. You could have shot with me a year and a half ago,
Probably.
and you probably could have got that for free.
Hey, BTA can still get a lot for free, but we ain't gonna talk about for free.
See,
We gonna talk
ain't talking
about booking,
We ain't
okay?
we can talk about Lil Pit
Cut.
Vision with LLC though.
We booked around here.
I feel you. So here's the thing about me. Like, I don't mind doing collabs, but I had to see the benefit in my collab. And I ain't talking about. We talking about TFP, but we're not talking about trade for pussy.
Okay.
All right, TFP is trade for print. Do you know what that is? All right, you know what that is too.
Evaporate.
All right, so trade for print basically means that, let's just say you're a print model, or the print part of that acronym stands for your service, or you being the model, or you bringing your talent. So my trade is gonna be for your service. So we put those together, we benefit from each other.
Right.
So you like how I shoot, what I do, and you need the content because you're a content person. So we meet in the middle. So hopefully if I do something dope with you and you post it, then that gives me an opportunity to generate more bookings and more revenue.
Right.
And then whatever you do with the content, it'll generate more for you on whatever side, whatever you do with that. You see what I'm saying?
Okay, gotcha.
So we be in these clubhouse conversations, and everybody got their lingo. So it go from trade from print to you really bump into some models that wanna do trade for pom pom. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I ain't gonna sit here in front like it ain't some photographers that's gonna take it. Me personally,
Yeah.
it cost me a little over $30,000 to operate my studio in a physical year. So I need you to run me my chips.
Yeah.
Because if you was gonna give me the pum pum for that means you want to give it to me anyway.
Wait a minute.
I'm just saying.
I'm so dead.
I'm just real.
I don't want to fuck with no photographer that want to fuck anyway. Because I feel like I'm not going to get my shit on time.
I don't know. Again, I separate that shit because I'm about my brand, bro. Like, I don't want motherfuckers that's leaving bad reviews on my Google, leaving bad reviews on Swarm, telling people they don't want to work with me for XYZ. Like, I really don't let the two bleed over into the other. Like, it's gonna be what it is.
Right.
I can't fuck with nobody that mix business with pleasure. Period.
I can't say that because I done mixed business with pleasure
I know
before.
you have.
But what I'm telling you is that I don't allow for anything from that to cause any negativity on what pays my bills or what allows me to live the lifestyle that I want to live.
Yeah, a lot of people not strong like you.
It's a lot of people in the world that mix business with pleasure. Like, a lot of people, that's their number one numero uno rule of thumb on what they are not going to do. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, bro, like, it goes back to, like, people know what they want when they see it for whatever reason that they do.
Right.
The only thing that really messed the game up is women starting to think that poom poom changes the ideology and philosophy of the man.
But see, I feel like Instagram had a big part in it too.
It
because
does.
You see the celebrities getting, just like Yo Miami, like she's getting everything from Diddy. So when you see that and you like, damn.
But Diddy smashing him when he want to.
First of all,
Right,
we ain't going to
but-
talk about Diddy.
Oh, okay.
I fought with Diddy.
All right.
Do what you can, do what you want.
But she's getting more than half a quarter what these females is getting. So it's like, Miami's getting a Maybach.
But we talked
Miami
about
getting lunch.
but we talked about
Text
we talk about we talk about different caliber people, right?
Right, them type of niggas.
Right. Like, we got, so no matter how we want to look at ourselves on whatever level we're on a level, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're always gonna have what we call low class, which is poor folks, middle class, and rich folks.
But I just feel like Instagram kind of made people feel like they're blended in that, even though it is, like you said.
Instagram has made women no matter if you're living in a studio apartment on a blow up, eating oodles and noodle, accessible.
Yeah.
Right. That's
So they can sell the facade. You know what I'm saying? Like anybody can sell the facade. You have a nigga that's buying chains from wherever, because now I'm hearing you can get diamonds and stuff that pass the little thing. So anybody can give you the facade. It's just you doing ciphering, how you cipher, figuring out, okay, if I want to take a chance and roll the dice to see what's real and what's not. Because like you said, I'm going to keep it a buck with you because you made some valid points. Everybody puts on kind of sort of a show at the beginning part of when you meet them. I don't even think Jay do. Cause Jay don't
is him.
like Jay don't even know how to watch his fucking mouth because he just feel like he this big ass boss type nigga. Like he don't even watch his mouth. Like he don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like you gonna meet some people like that it just is what it is,
them,
and that's just it. You know what I'm saying? But the reality of the world and society we live in, people gonna give you that mushy wanna be in them first 3, 4, 5 months of getting to know them. And then they set in. And this is another great point I guess we can switch gears to is why I don't believe in time frame on sex anyway. Because the nigga gonna be the nigga he gonna be whether you give it on to him on day night, on night number 1, or you giving it to him night number 60. He gonna be the same. Yes.
Do you really think so?
Yes, he gonna be the same nigga. Because of the same reason we just discussed. The nigga can do what he need to do if he just want to smash. So just because you don't give it to him on night number 1 to see his true side, don't mean that when you give it to him on night 60 that you ain't gonna see the nigga true side.
Okay,
know
that's
now.
true, but I feel like if I don't give it up on day 1 and I give it up on day 60, he had to have did something to make me want to give it up on day 60.
Okay, so now we getting back to the nitty gritty of what I asked y'all before, and I think we kind of sort of, well, this is one time we took one of the breaks. Well, what are you consider like giving? Because I know you had said something about, I'm not just talking about money or materialistic things. Like, what do you want to see a guy give? Like, because I haven't seen no podcast since I've been podcasting. I ain't seen no YouTube talk show. I ain't even seen a broad in Birmingham not talk about a nigga with no kid, making 6 figure, driving this, having this, and these hoes work at McDonald's, bro, and they ain't got shit. And even some women that dance in a motherfucking strip club. Every stripper in this strip club ain't getting a bag.
Okay.
I'm just tired of motherfuckers acting like they getting on some shit that they really not getting on, and then you require that shit, bro. Like be able to match a nigga energy in some aspect. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like I understand it's a give and a take.
Right.
I might not have this, but I do bring this. And that one thing you bring, guess what? It go like this. It ain't bumping and causing no confusion. It's something that I can use, or it's something that makes me comfortable, or it's something that makes me happy. But everybody out here really acting like they get into a bag right now, and they not. Like, I'm not even gonna sit here in front of you and act like, oh, well, I'm getting to a bag, but I ain't got the bag.
So
I can do what I want.
Somebody that's not getting to the bag or not on the same level as you.
But they
Real quick response, because I want you to answer, and I'm gonna go last.
I probably fuck around with him for a while to see what happened.
To see what happened.
Yeah, I probably fuck
All
fuck around with him for a while to see what happened.
All right.
I feel like I would give them an opportunity to get to the bag because I've been in that same situation where I've been being broke, I ain't had nothing.
So you fall in love with potential.
I wouldn't say potential, but you're gonna have to show me some. Yeah, potential in a way, but I just feel like you might have that potential, but you might not act up on it.
I heard something in the mic. Okay.
What you heard in the mic?
I don't fucking know. I don't know.
I was saying I ain't read my goddamn cup up while we was on our break.
Oh shit! I ain't know what was going on.
But I feel like I've never been to Atlanta and met a woman in Atlanta that didn't feel like she was supposed to have the earth, the sun, and the moon.
And let me tell you something.
I feel like that.
I do not like to get personal, but I definitely had somebody that didn't have it all or wasn't where he needed to be, and he still gave me the world with 4 quarters.
So here's what you had to understand about a real man. A real man will read you and understand you for what really matters. not the surface. Okay. Right. So if we're really being real, money is nice. Financial security is nice. But that is not what's going to be the root of a foundation that sustains a relationship.
Right.
It's definitely a major part, because the number one leading reason of divorce in America is because of financial issues. You know, so I'm not going to act like it does not matter. Mm-hmm. But a man that wants you for you is the type of nigga that, like, I'm a feet person.
Oh shit, you lit. All right, 10 points for him.
All right, I'm a feet person.
What a fire at, Jay? What a boom at, Jay?
She wanted the bomb, Jay. He cocking the gun on you. All right, okay. So I'm a feet person, right? Mm-hmm. I like pretty feet. Mm-hmm. If you don't got pretty feet, I'm probably gonna find some way to kind of sort of shut the fuck.
You already.
But what I'm saying is, like, I'm the type of dude that, like, right now it's 11:43. So when I get done with the podcast,
very
and I
much
go,
early
for you in your world, but it's 11:43. Oh. So, but if you was at home waiting on me to get home and you didn't cook, you know what I'm saying? That means that you in the bed, probably smoking your last little blunt of the night, might be falling asleep on whatever show you was catching up on because you waiting on me to get to the crib. Because if you fucking with me, you ain't got to go to the strip club. Period. I'm gonna let that marinate. Then you gotta sprung. You gotta say shit. We'll get back to it later. But what I'm saying is, at the end of the day, is for me, it's like I'm touchy, feely. That's how I fall asleep. I'm like a baby. As a grown man. I won't say that's my love language, because if I don't want to do it, I'm not gonna do it. Okay. But I like it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm the type of dude when I get in the bed. So actually, I don't mind even on the podcast taking off my shoe and showing you my feet, because I have nice feet to be a dude.
And I'm a feet person.
Like, I've seen trash ass feet on men before. Like I'm an athlete. I play football in high school. I've seen trash feet. Like, I don't understand how you 16, 17 years old and we in high school playing and your feet already trash. Like, you ain't even work hard a day in your life yet and your feet already trash. Right. But I'm a feet person. So I'm the type of dude that when I get in the bed, one of the ways I fall asleep is I'm gonna put my feet on you. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta take care of my feet, and I gotta have nice feet, and I like nice feet. But I'm the type of person, like, speaking to, again, the things on the inside of women that we need to tune to as men that really ain't got nothing to do with materialistic things is, I've dealt with a dancer before, and we actually still really close friends. She live in Atlanta. I go to her penthouse whenever I go to Atlanta and see her, just holler at her. But I had to learn her. I had to learn that sometimes when she come, when I call and be like, hey, what's up, where you at? She be like, man, I'm getting ready to leave the club. All right, bet. She like, you coming to the house? Yeah, I'm going to come over there. I need somewhere to stay tonight. I'm catching a flight in the morning, whatever. Go over there. When she get there, I ain't seen her in a while. Mm-hmm. So naturally, I just want to embrace her because I ain't seen her because I fuck with her. You know what I'm saying? But I had to understand that when she leave about that club, when she get home, she decompressing. She don't want to be touched.
Hello. Because it's a lot of men, when you go in the club, they're already pulling on your underwear, pulling on your clothes, trying to finger you, lick your ass crack, all these different things for $5. You've been in that bitch since 7 p.m. So when you go home at 4 a.m., you just want to lay down and bathe. You're tired. You have been harassed.
So I got two things for y'all. One of them you're not gonna like what I'm gonna say, but you're gonna like the other one. The number one thing I'm gonna go ahead and say what you're not gonna like is, as a woman, if you got a man at home and that's what you decide to do and he accepts it, then that means you accept what goes on at home too.
Hold on. Speak clearly. Rewind. Rewind. What you mean by that?
Talking to the mic, LaChester.
So if you got a nigga that's doing what he's supposed to do, right, and he's been classified or given the title as your guy, and he's comfortable with the fact that you're a dancer and whatever you do, blah, 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 whatever. If you come home, you still have a responsibility to home.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna be taken care of.
That's what I'm telling you.
Some more
All
shit.
right,
Finna get in your ass.
but the flip side of that coin, of what I was getting to, is the guy who really loves you and knows that you're doing that for whatever reason you're doing it, and he ain't trying to invade that. That's the type of nigga that understand, like, when you on your way to the crib, he probably already got you some water in, you know what I'm saying? He probably gonna come in there and actually, like, maybe bathe you, you know what I'm saying? So you ain't got to worry about it. Maybe have you a cup of wine if you ain't all the way already drunk from being at the club, like, so you could just decompress. Like, you have a person, your person understands you as a person and the needs and the niches. Those are the guys who don't need a whole big ass bag. Because they talk to your mental, they talk to you spiritually, they talk to you, your physicality of what is soothing on what you need to keep going. So it's different ends on the spectrum on what you can get, but it's a double-edged sword. You just have to choose which one you want. You know what I'm saying? You can get the nigga with the bad. That's the nigga that he's still gonna fuck other and you gotta shut your motherfucking mouth. Or you can get the conclude that really got the bad, but he give you everything that you need and it's talk directly to your soul. So the problem nowadays that women are having to deal with is they don't know how to choose between the two. They want both of them.
Yeah.
Right, and they don't know their
That's me.
worth.
That's
right.
me.
Yeah,
That's me.
my friend.
That's why I said she was light skinned, Jay. Right there. I told you, bro.
That's me.
Look, man, you can't have both, man.
And you
And you'll realize that. Have fun. Have as much fun as you can right now. But once you get to a certain point, man,
But I'm getting older. Like, I'm almost 30.
you're gonna get tired.
Yeah.
She ain't gonna get tired for you. I ain't gonna get tired for your fan. You gonna get tired for you.
Yeah.
And then that's where you gonna figure out, like, okay, this is what really matters to me. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's again about what y'all asked me, how long it took me to get to where I got to. I got to where I got to based on my experience, not just my age. You know what I'm saying? I really had fun when I was in the Marine Corps. Like, I was a single guy, abs on my stomach, you know what I'm saying? I had a car and a motorcycle. I was running 9 miles, man. You know what running 9 miles does to your stamina in the bedroom? You know them 3, 4, 5 sessions y'all be talking about niggas used to give y'all or will give y'all? Like, if you can run 9 miles, you can really have sex like that.
Yeah.
Because men can ignore it, but stamina really comes from our legs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So squatting and working out and running, and that's what builds a man's stamina.
But see, when you say, speaking from experience, I can say I've never really had a whole phase as well. So I feel like
So you on one hand or two hands?
one.
Oh, fuck.
Please
Jay,
don't ever play
we got
with
to
my
get
girl.
Hey, Jay, we got to get her up off the pod. Oh, we need to go on this, go her out the back door.
Hey, it's some women that know their worth. You know,
Nope, you can't do that. We're not gonna do that.
it's women
Big
that.
TA, we can't do that, bro. We can't
How come we
equate.
can't?
We can't equate.
Here's an example. How
It's
come we
just
can't?
like, if I don't see us going, well, first of all, if I'm not in a relationship with you, I'm not having sex with you. That's for number one.
What?
She's not lying.
So that's definitely why you don't need to be going on no trips then.
Hello.
Period,
Look,
shawty.
but if a
'cause-
nigga been wasting your time, guess what I tell him? Go on that trip, friend.
But now you putting it in harm's way. I just had a girl who came in here, did an after hours joint. So I got a Tinder profile. And it's for the podcast. So basically it's on there for people to come in, have opportunity to talk about relationships, modern day relationships, feminine versus masculinity, all the little common shit that everybody's talking about on all the fucking platforms. One of the things she shared with me is she was like, you know, when I'm out and niggas try to get my number, regardless of whether I'm gonna talk to that nigga or not, guess what? I give it to him. And I was like, why you do that if you don't want to deal with a nigga? She was like, 'cause niggas be real deal out here, beat up, is all kinds of shit. So no, you don't need to go on a trip with a nigga that think that he finna get lucky because he done saved up money that you didn't even know he was saving up to try to impress you because he wants you sexually, and now you go on this trip with this nigga and you ain't finna give him no poom poom, and they gonna punch you in your face.
That's true. It's very much true.
Like, for real. I don't believe in that.
It's true.
But I'm just speaking, like, realistically speaking, you don't need to put yourself in harm's way just because you want some type of get back shit or prove a point type shit. Like, it's life bigger than that.
But if you say that, but that's really her character though. So it's just like if you fuck with
I keep grabbing this
charm-
cup like something in this motherfucker.
If
I don't want no crown. I'm gonna be gone if I drink that
If
crown.
you fuck with charm, that's what you're gonna get. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, first of all,
So what you get when you fuck with you? You ain't got. She
First
a
of all,
grown
when
ass
you-
woman. She can
when-
talk for herself.
First of all, when you fuck with Big TA, you're gonna get me.
Okay.
So first of all, I'm not into sex. You know what I'm saying?
What you mean?
I'm
I'm
not.
the same way.
I'm not into sex if I don't know you.
Right. It's a mind thing.
I'm
So you
not-
saposexual too?
I don't know what the fuck that means.
So
Human.
saposexual means
look,
that. Listen,
look.
I'm finna tell you.
Tell me what
So
it
you know
mean.
when you leave.
All right.
Saposexual
I like
means
to
that
learn
you're more attracted sexually to the intellectual of a person than their physicality and all the other crazy shit. Like it's their conversation, it's their intellect that you're attracted to.
I fucking guess. First of all, sex is an art. So number one, you just don't give that out to everyone. You know what I'm saying? Sex is really
Is that the reason you don't give it out to everyone because it's an art?
I feel like
that's
we
not
control
the
I think
it.
it-
reason.
yeah,
but
I'm about to say we need to redefine it.
plays into that. For if we talking about me personally, I don't fuck everybody because first of all, niggas don't know how to fuck. If you want to talk about me, if we want to get into me, niggas don't know how
Lord,
to
spell me on this podcast. I am trying to be decent and in order.
Niggas
Lord
don't know
have
how
mercy.
to have relations.
And I would say in Atlanta,
If-
AIDS is very high.
very
Hell
much-
yeah,
very-
AIDS high in Atlanta.
very
So,
high.
I don't-
So we're gonna get there. But number one, I don't like to have sex with multiple people because first of all, sex and sexual activities is very connectional. It's a connection there. So
Soul
I
ties,
can't,
okay.
I can't give you my connection if you don't know what the fuck my favorite color is.
Right.
Or if what the fuck my name is. So you know, a lot of people out here just doing shit to be doing shit.
All right, Big TA.
What's up?
I don't give a fuck what your favorite color is.
You think I'ma fuck you?
Big TA.
You think I'ma fuck you if you don't know shit about me?
No, I ain't gonna say that I don't get
Do
no
you
shit
think
about
I'ma
you.
Give out, you think I'm giving
I'm
out some
telling
nothing for
you
fun? I'm not
that
giving
you
out
need
no
to.
nothing for fun.
What I'm trying to tell
Thank you,
is that
Jay.
he not dropping no bombs for you. I promise you.
Lola Brooks said
What
it.
I'm trying to tell you is that this is what you have to understand, right? This is one of women's biggest fucking failures, right?
What is it?
What?
Get
You gotta
to it.
understand what the fuck the nigga you dealing
What is
with,
it?
what he contributes naturally. He listen, he doesn't have to go out his way to do it. He just automatically does it. You know what I'm saying? So it might be some guy out there that don't. I ain't gonna say that guys won't eventually remember your birthday, right?
Okay.
But I'm the type of person that when I'm getting to know you, guess where I'm gonna put your birthday at until I learn it.
Where?
Calendar.
But see, you want to know something?
No.
It ain't
Hold on. I'm
about
trying to
the
make a point.
birthday.
But I'm trying to make a
Okay,
point.
make your point.
The point that I'm trying to make is this. When it comes to guys, and I know you probably using favorite colors as just an example
Yeah,
or whatever the case
just
may
one.
be. Different guys contribute different things. That's why it's hard for us to just hit the equal sign on saying, like, if you don't know this, then you can't get this. Or if you're not doing that, you can't get that, because everybody contributes something different. Again, it goes back to this right here. Like, those different people are going to be the people that do this. Like, your compromise is going to be understanding that one thing that you wanted that bad, that nigga should.
Well, that's why, like, I don't really.
So which one of y'all bought a strap in here?
That'll be her.
Okay. I know one of y'all probably
But
bought
don't
a
tell
gun. in here.
12.
Yeah, I know one of y'all probably bought a gun. in
I
here.
got these
Yeah.
hands. She got the Glock.
Yeah, I know
got
one of
the
y'all
hands.
probably bought a gun. in here.
But
I don't
it's
need no
just,
gun.
just off of that, I don't really like to. Like, I don't really like for people to, oh, you want to come to my house? Like, I'm not doing it. If we're not going to the movies or going out to dinner or, you know, somewhere in public, I'm not doing it because people are too try to take advantage of you. in
So
private.
this is the reality that I just tried to explain to you guys. Like, you have con artists in the world.
Yeah.
They'll sell what they need to sell. Like, and that's the scary part about life. You know what I'm saying? Like, the scary part about it is the fact that my niece is finna graduate from high school and she finna be going to college, and I'm hoping that this stuff that you're talking about will never happen to her. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know what's gonna happen. I pray that it never happens. You know what I'm saying? But this is the society. This is how society has made things. You see what I'm saying? Like that shouldn't be the first thing that registers in a person's mind. Is if I extend, for instance, I know I keep talking about Jay. Jay can cook. Like he can cook. You know what I'm saying? Like he gonna pull up some shit like only some chefs can do and see if he can master the shit and then tell the motherfucker that he can cook that shit. You know what I'm saying? So he's the type of person that if he wanted to open his space up to you and be like, hey, I finna cook, come through. Like, that's genuinely what it is. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. But because so many people have fucked the game up, you get a pretty face like you. Damn, I really want her to come. I'm really a nice person. I ain't on that shit. But your mind just generating your head like, I can't do this, I can't do this, I can't do this, I can't do this for whatever reason.
But see, we done met Jay. And we done met you, so
I get that.
The vibes is already there, but I see what you're saying.
But, yeah.
A lot of people not real. Like
so they might act like that, but then behind closed door do something else.
So you're saying the point that I'm trying to get you to get. There's no time length on that, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Like there's it doesn't matter if a person is doing that for a month, 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, or a year. If they're a fucking idiot. They're a fucking idiot. If they're a psycho, they're a fucking psycho. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't, but you do what you need to do to protect you or consciously make you feel like you're comfortable with a person.
But I was just saying, it sucks that you have to, wait that amount of time to see that. Like, I'd rather see that on day one than rather see that a year down the line.
So that's what I'm telling you. You're not going to see that in a person. Like the quote unquote timeline supposed to be a person to show you who they are after 3 months. Mm-hmm. I feel like a person to show you who the hell they are when you live with them.
When you first meet them motherfuckers.
You know what I'm saying? Well, when you first meet them, if they drunk, you see what they like.
3 days in.
Yeah.
At some point, you gonna see some shit.
You really want to know the harsh answer when you really see who a motherfucker is?
You live with them?
Nope.
When you pregnant.
When you give them some pum pum.
Pussy.
Once you give it to them, you see who they are.
Attached. Get the fuck on.
But then you see the nigga too that they got it and he gone.
Yeah.
But you
But we stop ourselves because we're old enough. Like you said, we almost 30. We are friends.
But you almost sounded like a few minutes ago like you don't even like sex at all. Like, period.
I'm going through something, so my emotions are everywhere. But
gotcha.
For the general part, like what I just went through, like I'm to the point where like the guard is up. Like a nigga done fucked it up.
For everybody.
And I hate to be like that, but it's to the point where I gotta get myself back. I gotta get big motherfucking TA back. So that's just what it is.
You gotta get big TA back.
Yeah,
the last person that came in talking about they had to get themselves back. I had to cut the podcast off and preach to them.
Oh, we don't let God come in here.
Listen, I ain't preached in 4-5 years, Jay, and I literally had to cut my podcast completely off because she was that torn. Mm. And it's because after I was supposed to have fun and talk shit and whatever, like we've been kicking it. Like this what the after hours is about. But she was really hurt, you know what I'm saying? And as much as I like to have fun and do what I want to do, I can't ignore certain things. So if I feel like I can help you or speak something to you that's gonna help you, I gotta give it to you. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sorry that you're hurt. I'm sorry for whoever hurt you.
Baby, don't be sorry. I'm big motherfucking TK. Nah, be sorry for that motherfucker.
Why I need to be sorry for him?
Hey, because the tables always turn. And you know what I'm saying? And always.
But why should I be sorry for him?
Don't be sorry.
I don't know him.
Don't feel bad for me because I always been genuine, and I'm always be me, and I'm gonna continue to be me. So always be sorry for the person that lost out on me. Don't be sorry for me.
I think every woman feel like that though.
That's what the fuck it is. It ain't about what it ain't about how I feel. It's about what it is. And yeah, like some niggas don't know what they have until it's gone.
And try to double back, but
some women don't know what they have until it's gone.
Babe, I had a nigga with 4 quarters. You got to know I know what the fuck I had. It's gone. So a nigga gonna know what the fuck he had when it come down to me. So yeah, don't feel sorry for me. Feel sorry for that nigga because I'm big motherfucking TA. And I'm always be her. I'm gonna continue to be her.
Hey, Jay, you wanna know something motherfucking funny, man? The last motherfucker that was in here that I told her I had to cut the podcast off and talk about, guess what she was in this motherfucker talking about something? She was big this, big that. I swear to God, bro. If you don't believe me, I will play the podcast on the TV when
You
we're
can
done.
play that shit back. But
Like
I'm
she
really
was
into
literally
it.
in here talking about I'm big this, big that. It's okay to be small.
It's okay to be small, but it's also okay to know you and your worth. And you
And
can also
I'm-
know when your
I-
time has ran out.
Listen, I know you hear that music playing, which means we're ready to close
Yeah,
this
we
out.
closing this
so
bitch
what?
out.
So
You
so
tryna
what? So what I finna tell you is this: as a man and as a real man, he will never try to negate or try to deceive you or make you believe that you don't have the worth of a queen. But in order to receive that, you have to make sure that the attributes of you, the characteristics of you, the person that you are reflect the big motherfucking TA. You can say you big motherfucking TA, but if everything that needs to equate you to big TA doesn't do that, then you're the only person calling yourself big TA. You see what I'm saying? And I'm not saying it in a bad way. I'm just saying that at the end of the day, we know who we are. And we had to all realize that we ain't no motherfucking perfect motherfucking people. And these people that we're hanging ourselves on the wall that we're saying that we are, that ain't always the motherfucking case, bro. Sometimes we
Right.
need to motherfucking check ourselves.
Right.
My pastor once told me this, and we gonna roll out like this right here. He asked me one day, he was like, damn, you out of another relationship? I was like, yeah. He said at some point in time we had to stop and realize that it might not be the other person. It might be me.
Right. And with that being said, I'm always be big motherfucking TA.
Here we go.
Because it ain't me.
Here
It's
we
them.
go.
Hello.
Here we go. So, man, with that being said, man, thank y'all so much, man, for sitting through or listening to or watching in this podcast. I know it was a little bit of everything, man. It was some cuts, some gaps, and a little bit. Look, we just winged this one, bro. You know what I'm saying? I know we're in
We'll be
season
back.
2. We're supposed to have a full production for y'all, man, but we literally just been just trying to get it done, man. So, as I always tell y'all, man, thanks so much for just listening, bro. If you haven't right now, you know what I'm saying, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Make sure you hit the follow button. Our guests, man, I'm finna let them give their outros, man, so they can tell you who they are and where you can find them at one more time. And if you don't see it on the screen, just remember it's right down low in the description, you know what I'm saying? So if you're listening to this right now on your podcast platform, that means you gotta slide over to YouTube if you wanna really find out who they are, you know what I'm saying? I'll tell you this, if you're listening, they don't look bad. So it wouldn't hurt you to go on over to the YouTube channel and check that episode out, man. So real quick, man, we're getting ready to get out of here, man. So one more time, if you tell the people who you are and where they can find you, man, we'll get out of here.
I am big motherfucking TA, and you can follow me on Instagram at BIGMFTA, and you can also subscribe to my YouTube channel at Pink World, and you can also subscribe to my Instagram following at Shop MTTM, and then Shop Married to the Money.
That's all you got.
That's it, baby.
Go ahead.
Again, this is Charm. You can find me on Instagram at @theonlyk_.
That's what it is, good people. And until next time, man, y'all already know how we do it right here at the What You Mean podcast, man. Thanks so much for listening, man. And until next time, I'm your boy, Cheston.
Yeah, what you mean?
Peace.